Alright everyone, so we are back for round number 1 here. We're going to keep this hand and move on with it. So we don't have the second black for Vraska's Contempt, but we're going to have to deal with that. Double red for Chandra, double green for Nissa and Arranging Raptors. We see an irrigated farmland, which most certainly means blue-white control with the approach of the Second Sons, of course. Huge dog, game 1. Big favorites. Game 2 and 3. Against this deck, we're just casting Walking Ballistas for 1. We don't care that much. We need to get in the damage anytime that we can, so we're going to cast this. If it draws a Sensor or an Essence Scouter, that's great. One less thing for Arranging Raptors to draw. Unfortunately, this Raptors is just a 2-3 in this matchup, so we do have to keep that in mind. We're going to bait with Chandra before, or we're obviously just playing Chandra on curve here. No reason not to. So here we're going to play Blooming Marsh, which is actually the perfect draw into Arranging Raptors, move to attack. The reason that this Vraska's Contempt isn't totally dead here is because obviously they could and do sometimes have Gideons in these decks. Surge for Escant is a great 2-drop for them. They played it on 3 though to play a tap land. So we're going to attack before we play the Chandra, because we want to make sure that we are drawing out a Settle the Wreckage if they have one. No Settle the Wreckage. So we're just going to go ahead and Chandra here. If they want to counter this into a Wrath, that's totally fine. They haven't put anything in the Graveyard Research yet, and this means they can't Glimmer. They Censor here, which is totally fine. If they go to Wrath next turn, I don't really know why they would. They're not in immediate danger here. But if they were to Wrath next turn, that would suddenly mean that we get to jam Nissa and attack for a billion. So we're gonna keep up this Walking Ballista, knowing that if they Wrath, we're pinging them. Renewed Faith is a little interesting. I haven't seen a lot of decks playing this. It is possible that our opponent's playing like a Drakehaven deck. Yeah, I suppose it's possible they're playing a Drakehaven deck, but it's more possible that our opponent is just messing around with Renewed Faith, trying it out here. A whiff. Okay, well, we're going to do the exact same play. Again, if they have something, they have something. If not, if not. Alright, we're gonna jam here again. We just want to keep the pressure on, I think. Little cycle, trying to find a Supreme Will or a Censor. Another cycle. So our opponent is certainly playing Drakehaven. Alright. So we're playing that post-combat, knowing that they're not going to pressure this, so we can just go get a Chandra here. Having more stuff in our hand is always good in this matchup. So Jeru's renunciation, means that they're probably on the brand new Drakehaven deck. So something that happens on MTGO Standard specifically is that this website, MTG Goldfish, is constantly releasing new information. So I believe it's this deck with Drakehaven in it. Nope. I think there's a deck that somebody just came out with that has Drakehaven in it, or that somebody just 5-0'd a league with. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, so they 5-0'd a league yesterday. They have Jeru's Renunciation, Renewed Faith, Curator Mysteries, Abandoned Sarcophagus, Drakehaven. So 2 Fumigate, 2 Settle the Wreckage main board. So we still have to be playing around that, but their win condition is different. So we should be able to get after them a bit here. If they sweep, then this is going to be good. Alright. So the question is, do we Doomfall first? I think we Doomfall first, because that lets us know if we can attack or not with a 5/5. And we're still able to cycle a Sheltered Thicket, so I think this is the best play. Doomfall first, let us know what's up. Fumigate, Hieroglyphic, Renewed Faith. Alright, so I'm going to take this Fumigate. I'm going to put this on the run. So we say, so their hand is double Hieroglyphic Illuminations, Renewed Faith. Now they can cycle into a Settle the Wreckage. If that happens, that's just a raw deal. I don't know how we, you know, we're living with that. If they double cycle Hieroglyphic Illuminations or cycle a Renewed Faith, yeah, they're going to go the double cycle or Illuminations route. But if they double cycle into Settle the Wreckage, whatever. They got us. Okay, they didn't get us. And so we're going to cycle the Shelter Thicket on our turn. There's not much we can do on their turn that's deadly. And if we draw another Shelter Thicket like this, we're going to play it tapped, I believe. Because this way, if we draw an untapped land, we can put a counter on Walking Ballista and play Chandra in the same turn. And we're just trying to double spell a lot here. Alright, so they're going to be able to flip Search. Which is good. Of course, but since they're not killing us with Approach, I think we're going to be okay. We're definitely plussing this pretty much no matter what. If they're casting something on their turn, I have a feeling it's a Fumigate or a Drakehaven. I feel like this matchup has to be very good. I want to look at their deck even further to see what we have to bring in from the sideboard, but it feels like we're favorites here. Drakehaven. Okay. So in the sideboard, they have nothing else. So their ways to win are Drakehaven. And I guess 4 Curator of Mysteries. Alright. Carnage Tyrant. That's a good one. Alright, so that's what we're casting next turn. So I'm just going to go after them here. Because this is 7, it's lethal. So I'm just going to attack here. They're going to Settle the Wreckage. We're going to Chandra plus 2 damage. So now they're at 4. So now they die to the Nissa Vital Force. And they can't Fumigate to back it up. They can Drakehaven, but we can make a token or Vraska's Contempt it. Abandoned Sarcophagus. They're going to cast another Settle the Wreckage that way. Alright, so we're going to cast a Carnage Tyrant. I think I did a bad job here, because if I left a black up, I'd be able to Fatal Push the Drakehaven token. You may cast non-land cards cycling from your graveyard. Yeah, I messed up here. Yeah, I really messed up. Damn it. Alright, well, we should be okay anyways, I would imagine. They probably just drew another card with cycling, though. Unless you drew a land. Well, they took it. But now they're just going to recast Renewed Faith. Alright, so it might take longer to kill them than expected. No, I don't want to cast that. What am I talking about? Alright. So, getting in for 13. So they can cast Hieroglyphic Illuminations to fuel back up on spells if they need to. Yep, there's the Hieroglyphic Illuminations. one from the graveyard. They have 2 Set of the Wreckages in their main deck. This is fine, trying to keep the Planeswalkers low, I guess. Trying to keep Chandra from ultimating. They have 1 more Set of the Wreckage, so we should probably Chandra before in case we find Doomfall, because then we can kill something with Doomfall. Alright, this makes sense. Alright, so we should Chandra first. I will happily cast that. I'll play a Swamp. Put this on a mountain. I'm going to move to attack with everything. Now, can they gain a bunch more life? They can. They can gain 6 more life, but that's probably not enough. Alright, so they're going the Drakehaven route here. Alright, so tapping both of those down, now we're getting... I mean, this deck might actually just be annoying to get through. Yeah, you're at 4. Alright. This is a little annoying now. Oh my gosh. Maybe they're just able to draw. I mean, they're just able to draw everything twice. I wish we had found an Abrade for that Abandoned Sarcophagus. That would be insane. If we did, we would win. They have another Jeru's Renunciation, so it's totally possible that we should have played a Carnage Tower instead of the Glorybringer. We probably should have let the Glorybringer deal too. I think we played this game entirely wrong, not understanding how good the Abandoned Sarcophagus is in this deck. Yeah. Okay. We're quickly finding out how good it is. Alright, so they have another Jeru's Renunciation. We're going to Abrade this. They have to renunciate before the fact now. That was a great draw from Chandra. Top-notch draw. We probably win the game from here, but I'm not certain. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so onto the sideboard. So we have to get rid of... So Deathscorch Scavengers are going to be key. Appetite for the Natural is huge. A Lost Legacy or 2 is probably good. This Walk the Plank is bad. These Lightning Strikes are bad. This Disintegration is bad. These Bantu's Last Reckonings are for sure bad. These Ranging Raptors are probably terrible. These Contempts are probably bad. So what's good? Appetite, Scavengers are good. Gifted Aetherborns are fine. They're just creatures. I guess Ranging Raptors are creatures as well. And we can probably play 2 Lost Legacy. We can just go get Drakehaven and Curator of Mysteries, and then they can basically not win. And we can get stuff out of their... We can also get stuff out of their graveyard if we can't beat it. So maybe Lost Legacy is really good. It might be better than Fatal Push. Oh, Crook of Condemnation is obviously insane. It's also probably better than Fatal Push. I'm not really worried about their tokens, right? Their 2/2 tokens aren't going to beat our Carnage Tyrants, Verascas, like whatever. Now that I say that, it's gonna beat us, but before me saying that, it was never gonna beat us, you know? I think we stack up super well against this deck. I mean, what counter spells do they have? They have 4 Censor, and that's it? What about afterboard? They have 2 Negate, 4 Countervailing Winds. So they're for sure siding an Hour of Revelation. They're for sure siding in the 2 Negate and the 4 Countervailing Winds. So I'm not entirely sure that it's, you know, it's a copied list 100%, but it has to be close to a copied list. We saw all these cards, right? We saw Curator, Censor, Jerry's Renunciation, Renewed Faith, Hieroglyphics, Settle the Wreckage. We didn't see a Fumigate. We saw Sarcophagus, Search, Drake Haven. We didn't see Cast Out, but I'm sure it's there. We saw Glacial Fortress, Irrigated Farmland, and Sheffet Dunes. Like, we saw all these cards, so we have to assume these are happening as well. I'm going to keep this hand. We have Action. We have a sideboard card. Yeah, we have attackers, sideboard cards, and Doomfalls. I don't think we get very many better hands than this. Now, the problem obviously stems from not drawing extra lands. Even if we don't draw the second black source right away, we're going to be okay. But if we draw the black and if we could draw the second black source right away, that'd be happy with that. All right, so 2 draw steps, 2 whiffs on lands. But 2 draw steps, 2 whiffs isn't exactly where we want to be. All right, this is not going well. I think you keep this 2-lander. This deck plays a billion lands. I think like 26 at least or something. 26, so we're fairly likely to draw land every time we try to. Yeah, this happens sometimes, right? Now, that being said, with so many good sideboard cards, I still think we're a huge favorite in the matchup. Ranging Raptors is the worst card in hand for sure. It's just a more expensive gifted Aetherborn, and that doesn't prevent them from killing us. Yeah, okay. I don't want to show off any sideboard tech, so I guess I'll just show off, like... I guess I'll just get rid of Gifted Aetherborn. This is kind of ridiculous. They haven't really done anything either, though. We have to draw land here, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, yeah, I'll attack. You got it. Yep, and they get to keep scrying here. We're pretty dead at this point. We're not quite in like concede territory yet, but it is getting there fast. Yeah, it's getting to concede territory pretty quickly, my friend. So they cycle Renewed Faith and gain the extra 7 life off the Abandoned Sarcophagus. The Curator of Mysteries comes in, swings, hits me for a few. If we draw land, we're in decent shape. We need to draw land here. No land, so I'm just stuck trying to take a peek at their hand. Trying to clear the way for a Doomfall on Curator of Mysteries. If it resolves, it resolves, and we get to see what they're working with. Yeah, okay, we're dead. This is fine. I'm okay conceding here. At this point, they just have infinite sensors. Yeah, okay, we were dead anyway. Sweet. Alright, I mean, I'm just running it back. I am happy with our game plan. I am happy. 3 Doomfalls, 3 Glorybringers to take care of Curator Mysteries, 2 Chandras to take care of Curator, a Noxious to take care of Curator. We can kill other little stuff. We have the Abrades. We have the 1 random Fatal Push. I think this Fatal Push is actually just better as an Unlicensed integration. Yep. Alright. I would like to play first. Oh my god, this hand's also terrible. I guess we'll keep this. Yeah, I mean, I wish we just, one of these was just an extra black source. So the issue with keeping these hands is that you don't want to have to draw extra lands. Like, especially in the control matchup, you do not want to draw extra lands. And we're kind of making it so that we have to draw extra lands in order for us to win the game, right? We have to draw a land and it has to be black. Now, we do need 5 or 6 lands for our deck to, like, really function, which is why I'm okay with a hand like this. I'm just not super excited by it. But I mean, we just drew spell, so all of a sudden drawing an extra land isn't too bad, right? And we're going to need one for Glorybringer anyways, or we're just going to happen to need this Chandra to resolve. If this Chandra resolves, it's pretty much game over. I don't know if they're playing a Drakehaven here or what they're doing. But I hope they tap out for one of those 3 drops so that we can land a Chandra. Yep, they tap out for a 3 drop. We get to Chandra right away, which is sick. Now, you could minus on this Ranging Raptors to get a black source. That would be cute. But I think plussing and just doing damage is a lot better. We got a Sheltered Thicket off the top, which is fantastic. Yeah, so no ways to kill your own Ranging Raptors, but in the deck except for Chandra, I think. Yeah, so next turn we could Chandra this, get a black source, and then the following turn black source Lost Legacy Curator of Mysteries. I guess that is possible. I think we do that now, right? Yeah, I want to do this first. Sheltered Thicket. Alright, we're definitely going to take Curator of Mysteries. So, Settle, Fumigate, Search, Negate in their hand. Settle, Fumigate, Search, Negate. They did bring in the Hour of Revelation. They brought in the negates and the countervailing ones. They brought in all the counter magic. So let me write this down. Settle, Search, Negate, Fume, Counter. All right. So only one of these cards cycles, which is super interesting out of a cycling deck. Play a land and just plus, I guess. I could Lost Legacy. So what could I Lost Legacy here? I guess I could Lost Legacy Cast Out. That way they can't just randomly draw it. I'm not afraid to Settle or Fumigate. I don't care about Search for Riscanta. I don't care that much about Drakehaven. Care about Cast Out. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I guess that's still the biggest problem, right? So we just have to get all their cast outs. Their hand has not changed, obviously, except they drew the best card in their deck. It's okay. That happens. So this is kind of the problem with Lost Legacy, right? Is that we are slowly becoming at a card disadvantage because we're not impacting the board in any reasonable way, and we're not getting cards out of their hand. We're just taking away options. Now, we have taken away the Curator of Mysteries. If we had also been able to take away the Drakehaven, then everything would be all good, right? But we weren't able to do that exactly. So that's kind of where the problem lies. Now, Countervailing Winds isn't going to do anything, of course. The negate is. We're then prepared to slam to Gifted Aetherborn and Ranging Raptors. Now, if they tap out this turn, we're just prepared to kill him with Glorybringer, but I'm sure they know that. They could Fumigate here, I guess. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Another land draw, that's not good. I'll just play the Scavenger Grounds and get ready for killing whatever I can kill with the Search of Escanta. Yep, and this is where it starts to go downhill. Such a good matchup. Why do they have to draw the cast out? This is just a man's descent into madness over here. I just finished a 24-hour stream. My opponent has to draw the cast out. Perfect. And they have Settle the Wreckage and Fumigate in their hand, the best two cards in this matchup. Well, that's at least kind of good. That is, if they can't figure out a way to gain life. Which they might not be able to. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we draw land, it doesn't matter if they can gain life. They can't cast Settle the Wreckage. I mean, we might win this game even though we had to Lost Legacy. We lost Legacy twice, 2 cards that didn't mean anything. Or the Curator actually did mean something, but we had to Lost Legacy a cast out after they drew it and they topped out a cast out. We still might win. And yeah, we beat a land here. We almost win sometimes. Doomfall? I don't know. I'm just going for it. YOLO. Glacial Fortress, interesting. Drakehaven, make a token, fine. Fumigate. Got you. Glorybringer? Walking Ballista? Alright, we got there. Sweet. So, a matchup that I think we were favored in, we won. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're favored in that matchup. But anyways, thank you everybody for watching round number 1. I think I'm going to play one more tonight. I'm a little tired from my 24-hour stream yesterday, like exhausted beyond belief. But I'm going to push through and play one more for y'all, so stick around. Thank you for watching.